Happy day. You ready? All right. Well, good morning. We are ready. We are live. Happy day and welcome to Leveraging Leads. This is a safe space of support and enhancement to get leads, which are collaborators, referral partners, clients, customers, and even friends. Check out the pinned or the ticking link if you are on StreamYard or LinkedIn to get on the email list. A weekly email will provide new leads and strategies to be more visible. Get ready to take action in this meeting by creating your powerful introduction and sharing it. Again, you want to make sure you fill out that link at the top so that you can be on the list when we get new leads. That means you will get their information and you don't want to miss that. Now, we only meet for 30 minutes. I heard Keisha say yesterday, we're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. And we have a jam-packed agenda. And it is as such. The first thing we do, we always start with gratitude. Gratitude is the highest form of being. And we want to know what you're grateful for. So if you are watching live on LinkedIn, put what you are grateful for. If you're on StreamYard, if you're on YouTube, if you are on Clubhouse, please put what you're grateful for in the chat. Next, we will have ingredients of a powerful introduction, followed by examples of powerful introductions by the ladies and gentlemen, if applicable, on the stage. Then we will have our leveraging leads lesson. And lastly, we will let the audience members who are ready and willing to share their powerful introduction do so. And we do this because daily reiteration and declaration of who you are is vital to build confidence and call forth your desires. We want to thank you for joining us today. And thank you if you are listening on the replay. We want you to put in the comments hashtag replay so that we can know. My name is Tara Payne, and I am grateful to be here this morning, y'all. I'm really grateful to be here this morning. I look forward to this. And so it is good to see your bright and shining avatar faces this morning here on Clubhouse and on LinkedIn. And I've got the Keisha Johnson and the son of the Thriveverse with me today here on LinkedIn. And I want to know what you ladies are grateful for.
Yes. So I am, again, what you just said, Tara, about this space. It's something special about this space. And I'm so excited to be and have this space for myself every morning. So I am grateful for leveraging leads and to spend time with you all every morning.
Yay. Thank you for creating this space so that we can spend time together. Keisha, what are you grateful for? Let me see. I don't know what Keisha doing. Keisha, are you able to talk? Maybe she's not. Oh, there you are. Come on, sis.
I took it out.
I know. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm grateful for action. Um, my mind has been rolling this morning and things have been downloading. So I am grateful for action.
Yes, come on, action. Let me see. Let me check the chat. Thank you so much for putting that in there. America Supermom says she's grateful that her kids are starting school tomorrow. Oh, I can understand that. I wish I felt the same. It feels like the summer has not been long enough and I'm not ready. But that could also be because I'm an educator and I'm going into the classroom when my daughter goes in. So, but yes, thank you for putting what you're grateful for here on Clubhouse. I see Ahmed. Would you please put what you are grateful for this morning? And now we will have some introduction, some powerful introduction ingredients. So we're gonna make a powerful introduction cake this morning. Hope you got your coffee or your tea, because once we get finished with these ingredients, you'll have what you need to make yours. So first, the powerful introduction contains 8 ingredients. The first one is your name and who you are. That's gonna be your hook, right? Secondly, you want to tell people, what do you do? Remember to add any title or credentials that you have that lends itself to your credibility. Thirdly, what is your target market? Who do you serve? And number 4, why do you serve this target market? What are their specific pain points? The fifth ingredient to a powerful introduction is how do you serve them? What is the solution that you bring to the marketplace for this target market and their pain point? The sixth ingredient is what makes you uniquely purposed to serve them. That will be your unique value proposition or your market dominating position. The seventh ingredient, I might be going a little fast for those of you who are writing them down. If you're in Clubhouse, they are in the chat. The seventh ingredient, who? Yes, who? Who do you want to meet at the meeting? Let's say you're going to a networking event because you're such a good thing. You can't keep you all to yourself. So you got to get out there and let people know where and what you are and who you know, what you do. So who are you wanting to meet at the meeting? What is your avatar? Once you get all of those ingredients, 1 through 7, then you find the person that you're wanting to meet. You must let them know how they can connect with you and what your ask is, whether they can find you on LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or X or what y'all be on, the TikTok, whatever, however they can find you. You've got to let them know. You have got to let them know. So those are all the ingredients of a powerful introduction. And we will have we'll have examples of those here in just a minute. But I want to talk to you about the Giddy framework. So we are all hopefully doing things that we feel called to do that we love. And if you're not and you're listening to this, then this is a homework assignment for you. Get in alignment. What is that thing that you feel purpose to do, that you are gifted to do? Today is a great day to start. So the Giddy framework, the first letter is G. And that means be giddy, be excited, be lighthearted. You are a solution to someone's problem. Somebody's looking for you and you're looking for them, and y'all are gonna be a match made in heaven. So I need you to be excited. Who wants to, let's say you're at a networking event. Nobody wants to talk to the Eeyore in the room, right? Oh, I'm just here because I do this thing. Be giddy about it. Be excited. The second letter is the I. Be intentional. We do everything that we do here in the Thriveverse with purpose. We are intentional about what we do, and it makes a difference. You can tell. D. The first D is for daily, every single day. The second D is for declaration. Speak with confidence. And the last letter is the Y. And you want to show up as yourself. Yes, you got to show up as you because everybody else is taken. And there's such a blessing in you that we need to know who you are and what you bring to the table. So those are the ingredients of a powerful introduction and the Giddy framework that you can use when leveraging leads and whenever you are going out and about in the world to introduce yourself to people. Now we will have examples of powerful introductions. And I would like to see Keisha, if you would go first, and then I'll go first, and then we'll have Erica go, and then we will have our leveraging leads lesson.
Yes, thank you. So I am the Keisha Johnson. I am full of life. I am silly, a connoisseur of light, love, and laughter. I am grateful and loyal to be in the space of living unapologetically and authentically myself. I do not allow my representative to show up any longer. I would like to meet those people that love a good cocktail. So today is Wednesday, so I do Wine Down Wednesdays. So if you like a good cocktail or a mocktail, we get together and let's talk about some things, pairings and things of that nature. And it's a good fundraiser. So if you have an organization and would like to do a wine tasting to help fundraise for that, I would love to help you organize that. And you can find me at hello@theforeverkj.com and we can work together on your needs. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wind Down Wednesday. Come on now. I like that. Erica.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm Erica Cassie, the son of the Thriveverse Power. And the creator of the Thrive Plan, which is a preventative well-being tool. My team of strategists offer on-demand support and support groups for leaders and CEOs experiencing imposter syndrome and burnout.
people who are confused and questioning and want someone to hold space for them. You can apply for a different kind of support with high functioning strategists at www.yourgoalconcierge.com/thrive-plan.
Come on, she said a different kind of support. Thank you so much, Erica. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am Tara Payne. I am an anointed alchemist, a giddy innovator, a skilled and cheerful connector, a breath of fresh air and a beam of light, singing my way through this beautiful journey we call life. I am the mother of hope and the author of When Hope Speaks, My Journey to Motherhood, which is my story about my 7-year journey through recurrent miscarriage to finally find and to manifest and be the mother of Hope. My daughter, her name is Hope. I don't know if you know, if anyone is listening and they have experienced recurrent miscarriage, then 1 in 4 women experience miscarriage. And now, if you are a woman of color, Black women in the United States experience miscarriage at a 43% higher rate than white women. And so the book that I have written is a book of hope. If you have or know someone who has been going through infertility, recurrent miscarriage, or all of that, and has experienced that, then I would love for you to read my book, When Hope Speaks. And I would love for you to connect with me because there is hope. There's always hope. And my book talks about my journey, which I said, which was 7 years long. And through that journey, I asked God, like, if I'm gonna be going through all this pain, I got to be able to turn it into purpose. So please allow me to do something that's going to bless other people experiencing this. And from that came my book. So this in my world is When Hope Speaks Wednesday. You can find me on Instagram at the Mother of Hope. And I would love to connect with you. All right. Let's see. We've got something in the chat. Oh, wow. Oh, you do? America's Supermom. That's so special. I'm sorry that you experienced those miscarriages. And you have, is it 5 or 9 children? You have quite a few. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for joining us today. You have 15. My. Oh God, a moment of silence and appreciation. A woman with 15 kids. Wow. I'm in awe. All right. So today's leveraging leads lesson, y'all, for real, I'm shook. I still am like 15 kids. With 1 kid, I feel like I got 15. But I hear that the more kids you get, the easier it is. I'm not sure. Maybe you can weigh in, America Supermom, and let us know in the chat. Okay, our leveraging leads lesson today. Child, what are we gonna talk about today? I have a whole thing. I have a whole thing planned out. And I did not write it down, so I can't remember what it is. But today, what I'd like to know is how did you become? So, my company, I'm the co-founder and CEO of Maven's Meet. We talk about expertise. How did you come to your expertise? I'm curious to know that. So, you'll see nowadays there are subject matter experts, and there are Instagram influencers, all these people express and proclaim to have expertise. But how did you come about to your expertise and how does one get expertise? So for myself, as the mother of hope, my expertise came through experience. I guess I would be considered, some people would consider me, and I think so, an expert on recurrent miscarriage because I've traveled that road. And I also have some tips that somebody who hasn't gone through it would have. So my expertise came through experience. Now, expertise can also come through education. It can come through many other different ways. But I want to know how you came about your expertise and how you chose to do the thing that you do right now for a living. Like, Erica, how did you become the son of the Thrivers? Now, I know your story, but those listening may not. And Keisha, how did you come about to be and do the work that you do?
Okay, so I've been an entrepreneur since I was 4. I started making money and charging people for my services at the age of 4 by answering the telephone.
Come on.
At over my grandmother's house. I had 5 uncles, and everybody called my grandmama's house. And so if I had to take a message before they got their message, they had to pay me $1. So, so I was hustling for a long, long time. And then I had turned that into always having a side job, always having a little extra money. Then the kids came. And when that happened, it was like I wanted them to have something different because I was a single mom of 3. And I didn't want them to feel that they were deprived of anything that their counterparts was experiencing. And so I've always had another business. I've worked a full-time job and had another business. This is the first time that I decided to just go completely entrepreneurship. And I've gone to take classes and courses, becoming a paramedic. I've taught CPR from that. Traveling actually came about in a depressive state when I failed my first year of paramedic school. And I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna be a travel agent. And I went and took a course on that in Jamaica. And then I fell in love with travel. I always planned. I always traveled with my family. So it was one of those things that just became natural. The spirit thing was something that we used to always make daiquiris on New Year's Eve, so the kids would get the virgin daiquiris and the adults would get. So I've always made drinks, no matter if it was for the kids or the adults, since I've known. So everything that I do currently is literally passion projects. The only thing that I do because there's a need is become a notary. But my travel business, my spirits ambassador, the CPR, the ABC, everything has been a passion project. So I dive into it. I go to classes, I go to tastings, I take the tours. If it's something there's about it, I'm going to learn about it.
I love that, Keisha. Thank you for sharing that, because you mentioned something that is very vital. So these things came about through experience, and but what you've done is you've continued. So if you're listening, what I'm wanting to get at is that you need to continue to sharpen your sword. Like Keisha says, she takes classes, she does different things that continue to sharpen her skill. Erica, and then we'll have America's Supermom come tell us. Erica, where are you? Okay, let's see. I'm going to bring America's Supermom. Oh, there you are. Yes, love, I hear you.
Huh.
There you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
It's muting me. Can you?
Really? No, I'm not. Now you're muting. Okay, now you're unmuted.
Okay.
Now on Clubhouse, you're muted, but it's okay.
Right. I don't know why I'm muted on Clubhouse. This is interesting. Okay. Is this better?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. All right. I've been one of the smarter people. In like, so they always would want me to help them to write their papers or put together their programs or be the mistress of ceremony or teach. So even my Sunday school teacher never showed up and actually had it put together, but I was always in my lesson. So I started teaching, especially when you didn't show up. So I was teaching Sunday school. I made it like fun by making sticks for the kids to do. And then I was performing a lot in church, doing, singing in the choir, drill team, and all those things. But I always was like the support person because my mother had taught me to basically support her and support the family and do whatever's necessary. So I seem to always be asked to do so much, right? So I'm talking about administrative work, being, speaking in front of people. I remember I was like 6 years old, and I did this speech for Easter, and I did better than all the other kids because I always didn't have a fear of speaking. Anyway, this is all kinds of come together where I got frustrated with the people that I was working with because I was doing all their resumes and I was helping them get jobs and I was kind of talking them through all of this. They were like, I would give them a resume and it was like, is this me? I was like, I am just trying to make you get a job from these skills that you say you got.
Wow.
So after a while, I was always doing a lot, working 2 jobs. I always worked 2 jobs. But then I decided I was going to work 2 jobs. I worked 2 internships and 2 jobs. But just always been doing a lot of working and a lot of serving. And I said to myself, in order to stop people asking me for things, I'm going to put a business around this. So any service that anybody asks me to do, they got to pay me. That's what I said. And I put a business around it. That's why my business is called Your Goal Concierge. I'm going to be your concierge and help you to get your goal done. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then I got the master's in clinical mental health counseling, the master's in leadership. So I put all that, I have the bachelor's in business. So everything that I have education in, and also from being an administrative person all this time, I wrote all this into Your Goal Concierge. So it's always been a full service, like, let's get to know who you are, what's your goal, and let's get you there kind of thing. I know now that mental health has a lot to do with getting you there. That's why I went and got that degree. Being able to lead yourself has a lot to do with you getting there. So that's the reason why I got that degree. Being able to run a business is a valuable tool that I, work and help individuals do and run my own business. So that all those things kind of go together is how I actually created Your Goal Concierge and now the Thriver.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So if anybody is listening and you're wondering, and you're thinking that you're not an expert at anything, I want you to listen to what these ladies have said. Hold on just a second. Have a great day, okay? Love you. What? Hold on just a second now.
Is go ahead and let Lachelle to provide us. Okay, you back?
So if I want you to thank you, Erica, for hopping in there. To listen, that if you're seeing all of these experts and you're hearing people are experts and you're thinking, oh, what is my expertise? Then that's up to you. So you can choose. Erica just mentioned, she was good at all these things. Keisha mentioned she had these experiences and was good at these things and began to continue to do things that made her and them stronger in these skills. So I want you to, as you're thinking about your powerful introduction, to think about what is your expertise, because people in the marketplace are not looking for people who are side hustling to do something. They are looking for the expert in these fields, which is why it's important to know what your expertise is or what expertise you're looking to build. Erica, did you have anything that you wanted to add to that? Okay.
I was just trying to come in and finish up what you were saying. But
thank you.
So tell us, Tara, how did you get into doing what you're doing?
So if I look back, you mentioned as a kid, you started teaching. As a kid, my first job was in a summer youth program, where in the city where I grew up, and I was doing administrative work at 13. I was doing data entry for the city where I grew up in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And just recently, I got a glimpse, the Lord showed me a glimpse of that. And I was like, oh, wow, I've been doing administrative work for a while. Then I went into doing surveys. We would call people and ask them for market research, ask them for their opinions. And then I went into customer service. And then I went into when I started learning how to lead worship. That's something that helped me develop my public speaking. Then I started a business, right? Then I went into an entrepreneur support organization where my my job was to connect people to the resources within the organization and within the larger community. And I realized, I love this. I'm great at this. So let me continue to hone this skill. So yeah, and as I just mentioned before, having gone through the journey to become a mother and being the lifelong learner that I am and the researcher, all through going through that journey, I was looking up stuff and like, okay, I would come to my doctor, like, I read this book and it says this, and I read this and it says this. Now, what are we doing? Now, what about my case? Right. So that is how I came about my expertise. Yeah. And continuing to build it as I continue to grow with the Thrive verse. Oh my goodness, y'all. Mo Dub done stepped in the building. Mo Dub, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We just finished our leveraging leads lesson. If you would put what you are grateful for in the chat, and if you're available, I would love to call you up to the stage to just give your introduction, and then tell us how you became or you came about your expertise. Thank you, whoever just did that. Mo Dub, you have the floor if you are available.
Good morning, ladies. Nice to see everybody today on this wonderful Wednesday. What am I grateful for today? Everything, right? I'm grateful for this space. Grateful that you guys have allowed me to speak. I mean, I know time is running out, so I'll be brief. But for those that don't know me, I'm Mo Dub, the Bet You Love, and creating content and helping women turn their content into contracts is what I do. Your voice is the invoice, and it deserves to be heard, right? And then, we'll go from there. But what was how I became an expert, right? Mm-hmm. So it actually started my senior year in high school. I had a maniac English teacher, Mr. Slade, and I took this communication class, and you had to write an essay to get into the class. So it was just a one-off for seniors, and I got it. And when I say that this dude turned okay writers into excellent writers, it became a hustle for me ever since, right? Because he had this crazy policy of, well, it started out on the second day of class that if you got below a 60 on any assignment, you just got a 0. Wow. Right? You didn't get credit for nothing. And then halfway through the year, one quiz, too many people got 60s, so now he raised it to 70s. So for the rest of the year, if you got a 70 or below, you just got a 0. And it was critical for us because it's English. And if you didn't pass English, you didn't graduate. So you had to step your game up. And then ever since then, in college, one of my side hustles was writing papers for people. Right? And then throughout my corporate life, I used to do things for people for free, for favor. Like, hey, my kid needs to write an essay for this scholarship. Can you do it? And I would do it for free. And then the Great Recession hits, and I'm out of work for over a year. And at the time, my wife's cousin calls me, and she says, "Hey, I'll give you $50 if you write this letter for me, so I can refinance my mortgage with my finance company." And I was like, okay, I need the $50. But that set off the light, ding, 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 ding. And so I started copywriting. I started doing websites, writing copy for people, affiliate marketing. And that's what started the ball rolling in 2010. And I've been rolling ever since.
How can people find you, Mo Dub?
Oh, yeah, you can find me very easily. I'm accessible on Clubhouse, but that's not the best way. You can find me on Facebook under Mo Washington. I don't think that's some little dumbass number behind my name, but Mo Washington. You find the cute, chubby guy with the dark-skinned guy with the beard. That's going to be me. You can find me under LinkedIn under Mo Washington. You can go to my website, www.dubcontentdevelopment.com. Fill out the form, contact form. You can reach me there, or you can just call or text me. 404-532-9495.
All right.
Just put Clubhouse in it, so I know it's you. So text me first, because I might not answer.
And then you said put Clubhouse in the text message so they know where you the number came from.
So I know, yeah.
That
So
makes
that's one
sense.
of the things I do as well.
Come on,
So
sister.
Right. So that's a code word, right? So now I can track where
Understandable.
the lead came from, because you text Clubhouse. I know it came from Clubhouse.
Wonderful.
So
Thank you so much for joining us. We always appreciate you being in the space. You always bring the energy. Okay, so if you are listening now, it is past the time that we normally go. Told you we weren't gonna be here for long, but we have had some wonderful conversation, and I hope that if you're listening and when you listen on the replay, that there is something that you can pick up, or somebody that you can connect with here for a need that you have. Remember to fill out the lead form, the Lead and Thrive, Get Leads, Get Visible form, so that you can get those leads. And remember to create a thriving rest of your day. Have a great day.